Something has been watching you. Not today, not last week. Longer than that. Long enough that it knows your routine. The route you take home, the time your lights go off, the sound of your car before you even pull into the driveway. You haven't noticed. That's the point. Its name, the name hunters refuse to say out loud, translates roughly as, with it, he goes on all fours. The Navajo call it Yi Naldlooshi. And the first rule every hunter learns is this: do not say that word. Not in the dark, not out loud. Because the moment you name it, something shifts. The thing that was watching from a distance takes one step closer. You may have already said it. Anthropologist Adrienne Keown McMullen spent 3 years documenting firsthand accounts from communities in the American Southwest. What she found weren't myths. They were dozens of independent witnesses, ranchers, truckers, school teachers, describing the same thing with impossible consistency. The same red eyes low to the ground catching headlights at 2 in the morning. The same knock on the window, human knuckles, human rhythm, no one there. The same feeling before all of it, that something had been following them home. Here is what makes the Skinwalker unlike anything else in the catalog. Most things that hunt you want to frighten you first. Fear makes you run. Fear makes you easy. But the Skinwalker does not want you frightened. It wants you calm. It wants you to open the door. It is a shapeshifter, but not an impulsive one, not a dramatic one. This one is methodical. It will spend weeks learning the animals near your property, practicing, refining, and then one night, the coyote at the edge of your yard looks slightly wrong. The proportions are off. The movement is fluid in the wrong places. And by the time your brain catches it, it is already very close. Researcher Brian Burkhart documented multiple accounts in his ethnographic work on DNA cosmology. People who heard their own name called from the tree line, in their own voice, not a distortion, not an approximation, their exact voice. From the dark, calling themselves home. Think about that. There's a case from 1994, a ranch in southern Utah. A ranch hand stepped outside after midnight because his dog was barking at the tree line. The dog, a 120-pound Rottweiler, went silent, walked toward the trees, sat down. That was the last he saw of it. No blood in the morning, no tracks past a certain point, no evidence the dog had ever existed beyond the edge of the property. The hunters who arrived that week found something the ranch hand had missed. Prints in the mud. Not paw prints, not hoof prints. Something in between. And after a few steps, they went upright. Just a few steps. Just enough to try it out. Now, here is what the experienced hunters know. The Skinwalker does not come for people who are looking for it. It has no interest in a prepared hunter. What draws it is routine. The slow, comfortable assumption that nothing is watching. Think about the drive home you take every night. Same road, same turns, same 40 minutes of not really looking. Think about how many times you have made that drive without checking what was standing still in the dark just beyond your headlights. Headlights illuminate the center of the road. The edges stay dark. The Skinwalker, which has had centuries to understand this, stands at the edge. One hunter figured out he was being tracked by accident. He noticed the coyote at the edge of his property had changed. Not its appearance, but its behavior. Weeks of the same pattern. Then, one night, it was early. Just slightly. And it was watching his house instead of moving through. He turned off all the lights and sat with his back to the wall. In the morning, there were prints at his back door. They started animal. They ended human. It had come to see if he was home. He left the next day. And he said only one thing about it. One line hunters have passed around ever since. The most dangerous thing you can do is make it think you don't know it's there. Because once it believes that, it stops being careful. So, think about the drive home you took tonight. Same road, same routine, same 40 minutes of not really looking. Something has been watching you. You haven't noticed. That's the point.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।